Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yusuf Pathan, and I'm currently working as managing director with K Resourcing. We are a RPO based in Pune, and we have around 100 team members working on different sourcing projects for the clients based in Europe and US. So that's just a brief introduction about me for the people who don't know who we are. Now, we've started this community called Sourcing Adda for our sourcing friends in India, so that people can learn different techniques of recruitment through this platform, and that is the reason we usually have this webinar every month. So. And this is our fourth webinar, and on public demand, we're going to talk about LinkedIn Xray search today in this session. Okay, so if you guys have any questions or anything, you can put up your questions on Twitter, and you can use the hashtag Sourcepro webinar. Um uh, One of my colleagues would be tweeting about this, so keep posting your questions if you have any. In this session, we also going to give you a hint on the contest we currently running. I've had a look at the polls, and most of you are a part of that contest, and would be looking forward um for the hint for a particular question. Okay, so we're going to discuss about the hint towards the end of this session. But in this session, we'll discuss about X-ray search. Okay, now what X-ray search is? X-ray search is uh, X-ray search is basically you can find any information which is publicly available on a particular website or a particular domain. It is also called a site search. Okay. Now, the syntax used for X-raying different sites on Google is site colon. On Yahoo, you can either use domain colon or site colon. On Live or MSN, you can use domain colon or site colon. So for different search engines, you can use different syntax. So I've just listed down around three examples of this syntax, and you can for different Bing and everything, you can use. Just a moment. Sorry, guys. Okay. For different search engines, you can use different syntax. Okay. Now, what are the advantages of doing a X-ray search on LinkedIn? Now, when you actually look at LinkedIn, there are different types of upgrades available on LinkedIn. One is you can either have a free account, or you can have a business account, you can have a recruiter account. But if you look at the number of pages viewed, which are visible, are less as compared to the contacts which are available on the internet. So by using X-ray search, we can actually get access to the entire publicly available profiles on LinkedIn. And as per the stats on the internet, there are about 88% of the LinkedIn profiles which are publicly accessible. So that's a huge amount. So we won't be able to see those contacts in our normal searches when we're using LinkedIn. Okay. Now, if you look at the third degree, we cannot view the full name of the third degree contact. But by using X-ray search, we can get the view of the names of the third degree contacts also. If a person is out of your network, you are not able to see those in your normal searches on LinkedIn. But with X-ray search, you can you can look at the people who are outside your network. Now, now this X-ray search is all about using different keywords and understanding how LinkedIn works. So once you are aware of these tricks, or how LinkedIn actually works, then X-ray would be very easy for you to understand and do a search on LinkedIn. So I'll just in this session I would be discussing a few URL patterns of how LinkedIn actually works. I would talk about a few keywords which are there on LinkedIn profiles. So using those keywords, how you can get your targeted people. Okay. So let's have a look at how the URL patterns of LinkedIn work. Okay, so here you go. Now the first and the foremost URL pattern, whenever you make a profile on whenever you create a profile on LinkedIn, by default, when someone creates their profile, their profile gets created in this format. I'll just highlight the format here. Okay, in this, if you look at the word pub and you get the name and you get a number of you get a combination of different numbers. So this is a default URL created by LinkedIn when someone creates his or her profile. Okay, so all the profiles on LinkedIn would always be www.linkedin.com/pub or in.linkedin.com/in. So in and pub would always be there in the URL when you trying to find a profile. Okay, I'll just show you an example of how these actually work. I'll just look at this. I'll just put pub and let's open any one. Okay, so if you look at this particular profile, now this is a default profile created by LinkedIn. So when this person must have created his account, then LinkedIn gave this particular URL to this particular person. So if you look at this, pub is highlighted here, then the name of the person and a combination of different numbers. Okay, now there are also personalized URLs. So when LinkedIn gives you a default URL, you can actually personalize your LinkedIn URLs, and most of the people, they actually personalize their own URLs. So if you look at this example, this is my own profile. So I've personalized my own profile, and this is how my profile would look like. So it has got the word in and a name after that. So I'll show you another example here. So I go to site.linkedin.com/in and open this URL. So again, you look at this in and the name. Okay, so when you're trying to find a profile on LinkedIn, you have to make sure that you use this combination of pub and in when you're doing a Xray search on LinkedIn. So these are the basic things which you need to take care when you're actually when you're doing a Xray search on LinkedIn. Okay, move on to some other patterns. Now there are also country specific URLs. Now for uk.linkedin.com, it would give you all the pages from United Kingdom. So I'll just show you how it works. I'll put site:/uk.linkedin.com. So it's giving you all the URLs which are from United Kingdom. If you look at the window here, see United Kingdom, United Kingdom, United Kingdom. If you change it to in.linkedin.com, it would show you everyone from India. Okay. If you change that to, let's say, CN, it will give you all the profiles from Chennai, or all the results from China. Okay. Then similarly for every country you would have this is for Korea. So for every country you can use the combination of the words. You can in the help menu of LinkedIn, you'll get the list of all these country synonyms. Okay, so this is how the country specific URLs work. Okay, now if you look at some of the LinkedIn profiles, you can also select keywords. Now there would be keywords like people you know. Now these keywords are always present somewhere on the web page of LinkedIn on the profiles. Some people would write looking for a new opportunity in their profile. So you can use this keyword in while doing a search, so that you get targeted people who are actually looking for a new opportunity. Okay. Now about this present and 2014. Now there's a logic behind this. Now if you look at my screen, you can see I've put a minus sign before present, and I've put the year 2014. Now this is I've done this on a special purpose. I'll just show you why I have done that. Okay, so I'll just open this. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm searching for people from India, linkedin.com, anything which has a profile, but which does not have the word present and has the word 2014. Okay, now got some irrelevant results which we can definitely remove using the minus sign, but I'll show you what this would give you. So this profile, now if you look at this person's profile, this guy has worked until April 2014 and he's currently not working anywhere. So if you look at the pattern of LinkedIn profiles, you would always see that if someone is working currently in any company, it would have 2014 April 2014 dash present. Okay, but when we removed that word present from our search, it gave us all the people who worked until 2014. So that means as a recruiter, we can assume that this person might have worked only until a specific month in 2014, and after that he's not working because the word present in the profile is not mentioned. So this candidate could be a potential candidate whom you can offer your job. So so you need to actually understand how these keywords work. So this is just an example of showing how we can remove present and get all the people who worked until 2014. Okay. Now on LinkedIn, there are when you search for something, when you do a X-ray search, you get a lot of false positive results. Now for those false positive results, you will have to use minus in URL pub slash directory. Now there are a lot of results where you would get a list of people on a single page, but we actually don't want that. We actually want to look at only the profile. So that's the reason we'll only so we'll have to use minus in URL pub slash dir. Now in the next slide, I'm going to show you examples of a combination of all these syntaxes of all these keywords and how we can actually get results. Okay, we can also exclude keywords like jobs or profiles from the URLs, because some recruiters might have posted jobs which would have the keywords we mentioned, so we can use that. Okay, so I'll show you an example of how this works. So go to my search page on Google and just explain you what we're trying to do. We're trying to find people from India. That's the reason we've put in.linkedin.com. I've used the word slash pub because, as I said, there would be people who would have default um, profile LinkedIn profile pages. We again, this is the sign for or. We can use pipe instead of or. Again, we're looking for someone from India with slash in. That is again for the personalized URLs. Okay, looking for a software engineer working at any company. That's the reason I've used asterisk. Okay, and then we have used the word looking for a new opportunity. Okay, and then I've used minus URL pub minus URL colon pub slash directory to remove all the false profiles. Okay, so let's just do a search and see what we come up with. We got about 5,850 results who are software engineers at certain companies in India, and they've mentioned looking for a new opportunity. Look at all the profiles, it has got that word looking for a new opportunity. Okay, see, looking for a new opportunity. And if you look at all the results, all these results are from India because of we've used in.linkedin.com. Okay, now it's a combination of pub and in. On the first page, it's showing all pub, but later, if you scroll, they would also get someone with in profiles. Okay, so this is how you can actually X-ray your LinkedIn profiles. I'll show you another example with another set of keywords. Okay, we've again used the same word in.linkedin.com. So we're looking only from India slash pub. Then we're using slash in again in.linkedin.com for India. Using software engineer at any company. Okay, and we're using keyword this time people you know. Okay, then we've used minus dir minus jobs. You can also use minus pub slash dir here, but I've just used minus dir. And let's have a look at the result we get. Okay, I'm sorry. This particular URL, I'll have to sign out if you're not signed in, and if this person is out of your network, then you should be. I'll show you where that comes from. Okay, now I'm not signed in. So this would show you when you use people you know, it would show you all the profiles which are not in your network. Okay, so if you look at this person is not in my network, but it has selected the keyword from here, people you know. Okay, so if you look at the other keywords also, see, you'll get that people you know. Okay, so now this person is actually a PHP developer, but we were looking for someone who's a software engineer. If we look at our keyword here, we're looking for software engineer. But if you look at the results on the right hand side, you would find all software engineer at some certain company. Software engineer at Tech Mahindra, software engineer IT people, software engineer IT people, software engineer IT people. Okay, so this is how we can actually play around with keywords, use our logic, use what keywords LinkedIn is using, and using those keywords we can get a targeted people. Okay, so I showed you how present in 2014 works along with it. So now there is a tool called RecruitM, which I highly recommend for everyone to use because it's a very good tool to do a X-ray search on different sites. Now there's if you look at on the left hand side, you can see LinkedIn, Google Plus, GitHub, Zing, Stack Overflow, and Twitter. Now RecruitM, if you say, let's say we search for India and we looking for a Java developer, what RecruitM does is it would give you a search string and it would give you a search result directly using the X-ray search. Okay, let's say we put Bangalore and let's say find your people on LinkedIn. Okay, so open in Google. See, it's given you the same results in.linkedin.com, pub, Bangalore, Java developer, in.linkedin.com, India. So this is a very good site, RecruitM. It gives you you don't have to actually work on the keywords and everything. You just go to RecruitM, type in what keywords you want, and it would give you the results automatically. There's another Google custom search engine, which is Recruitment Geek. Show you that. This is also a good tool to do a Xray search for LinkedIn. Okay, you, let's say you put Java developer and do a search. See, it's giving you all different results. But now this you'll have to work around with the keywords, because it would show you British, Dutch, Belgian. It would show you people from European countries in this on this custom search engine. But if you put keywords like India, see, you'll get a lot of people who's got India in their LinkedIn profile. Okay, so these are the two tools which I highly recommend for you to do uh, X-ray searches on LinkedIn for LinkedIn. On Recruitem, you can also look at you can also do a X-ray search on Google Plus. You can do a search on GitHub. You can do a search on Zing. You can do a search on Stack Overflow and Twitter. Okay. Now the only concern I find with these two sites is that um, these are all ready-made things you're getting. So if you're not doing your own X-ray searches, you would miss out on the learning part. So that is the only drawback I feel, that if you get used to these sites, then you won't be able you won't be creative, or you won't learn different techniques for X-ray search. You would restrict yourself in just doing easy searches using this tool. Apart from this, this tool is fantastic. I really like this tool, but I would suggest that if you're new in this industry, and if you seriously want to learn X-ray searching, then you have to do it on your own, using your own creativity and your own keywords. Okay, so that's it for today's session on X-ray search. Um, I hope, I mean, this was a 30-minute session, so I could not cover everything. I could not cover all the keywords. I could not cover all the URL patterns, but I could give you the basics of how basically the entire LinkedIn functions. So you can use your own creativity and use your own keywords, and use your own logics to build your own X-ray searches. Okay. Now coming to the contest. Okay. Now this is a hint for the contest. If you guys are taking part in the contest, um, this particular hint is for question number 9. Now, as we did a X-ray search, there's a similar thing we can do on Google, which is called peeling back. Now, peeling back is a process of playing around with the URLs and learning the pattern of a particular URL, and then making changes in those URLs and getting targeted results. So question number 9, if you want the answer, you'll have to do a peeling back um, on a particular company's website. I'll show you an example of how peeling back works on LinkedIn. Yeah, now this is one example. So let's see. Now this is a URL. Now this is a URL I'm using to send a message to a certain person. Now if you look at this URL here, now it has got a combination of a lot of uh, numbers and alphabets. Okay, now we'll have to work around these URLs to get on a particular profile. So with this profile, we are able to send message to Deepak G. Now, for example, if I have to send a message to someone else, and that person is my second degree contact, okay, what would I do? Let's say search for a person, Java developer. Just look for my second connection. Yeah. Let's say I want to send a message to Jasper. Okay. Now, if I look at Jasper and if I look at the his entire URL pattern here, he's got a unique ID here, which is 226439. Okay. I just pick up this and replace this ID here, and let's see what happens. I will copy paste this. If you look at our previous page, we were sending a message to Deepak G, and now if you look at my page here, we are able to send the message to Jasper Fontaine. I just made a change in the URL, this particular section here, and I could go to a different profile. Okay, this is peeling back. This is how you can actually play around with the URLs, and you can look at different profiles. So similarly, for question number 9 in the contest, you'll have to do a peeling back on a company's website. Okay, so that's it on the hint part. Okay, so just a moment. I hope you guys have got the hint. You guys have enjoyed the session for the X-ray search. Okay, now we're going to have our a similar 2 days workshop in Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai, and we're going to cover such tricks and tools, and we're going to train people on different aspects of Google search techniques and different tools and everything. So if you guys are interested in attending our workshop, a paid workshop in Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai, please get in touch with my colleague Jasmine. And also, you can follow us on sourcingadda.ning.com. We've got a lot of contests, fun activities, and a lot of learning events happening on that platform. So follow us on at Sourcing Adda, and join a community on sourcingadda.ning.com. Okay, so thank you guys. Have a nice evening. It was lovely to have you guys on this session. See you in at the next session. We're going to have it in the next month. So we'll get back to you on the details about the webinar. So thank you again. Have a nice evening.